Guys, welcome back to video. Today in this video, I am going to explain the law of diminishing marginal utility. Diminishing means product, marginal means marginal utility, adding satisfaction to the consumer. The law of diminishing marginal utility says that the marginal utility from each additional unit decline as consumer increase. The marginal utility can decline into negative utility as it may entirely unfavorable to the consumer on a unit of any product. Marginal utility says that the marginal utility from each additional unit decline as consumer increase. The marginal utility can decline into negative utility as it may become entirely unfavorable to the consumer another unit of any product. So introduction is the law of marginal utility was explained by H.H. Gaussen in 1854 and later in 1980 Alfred Marshall developed the law, analyzed the law. This significant. The law of diminishing marginal explains that a person is consuming an item or a product, the satisfaction or utility that they derive from a product as they consuming more and more of the product. For example, an individually might buy a certain type of chocolate for a while. Soon they may be buy less and choose another type of chocolate or buy any cookies instantly because the satisfaction they were initially getting from chocolate is diminishing. Utility means satisfaction, adding satisfaction to the consumer. In economics, the term law of diminishing marginal utility states that marginal utility of a good or a service decline as more of it is consuming by an individual. This law is tells by an individual satisfaction consumer. The more you consume a good or use a service, the less satisfaction you will be with your each use of consumption. Understand the law of diminishing marginal utility. Whenever an individual consumer an economic good, that individual act in a way of demonstrating the order in which they value the use of good. Thus, the first unit that the consumer satisfies the consumer greater needer. The second unit result in lesser amount of satisfaction and so on. From in these lines, we have learned that when you are eating an example, take the example of rasmalai. When you eat the first piece of rasmalai, you will get the maximum satisfaction when compared to the second piece of consuming of rasmalai, and so on like that. Assumptions of law of diminishing marginal utility. Cardinal measurement of utility means the law is based on cardinal measurement in terms of cardinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are start from 1 and go on sequentially. Cardinal numbers start from 1. It is used to count the number of products, etc. This law is based on cardinal measurement units. Homogeneous goods. The goods should be homogeneous in quantity and quality. For example, take any good, it should be in same quantity and quality. Then only the law can work. Next, uniform size of goods. All the goods should be in uniform size only and no time lag. if a consumer consuming any good, there should be no time lag. Consuming one good one rasmalai and another piece of rasmalai. There should be no time lag. Next, independent utility. If a consumer consuming a good, it should be an independent. For example, there should be no mixture of goods. Two types of goods and two types of goods. For example, and roti and curry not. The goods should be independent only. The goods should be independent. For example, take example of rasmalai, gulab jamun. It should be an independent product only. One piece of rasmalai, one piece of rasmalai, and one piece of gulab jamun. Not like that. It should be an independent product. The word says independent utility, like this. Next, full knowledge of market. The consumer should have complete basic knowledge on market. And this table tells the law of diminishing marginal utility. Consumer one piece of rasmalai, to utility gain 40%. Next, second piece of rasmalai, utility gain 70%, and consuming a third piece of rasmalai and 90%, and so on. A consuming a sixth piece, it decreases to 90. For example, take example, if you consuming fourth piece, it will be 100, fifth piece, it enough, and sixth will decrease utility 90. And in case of marginal utility also, 40 minus 0 is 40, 70 minus 40 is 30, and 90 minus 70 is 20, 100 minus 90 is 10, 100 minus 100 is 0, and 90 minus 100 is minus 10. What you have observed from the above matter, you have to write here. From the above table, it can be observed that increasing of units, increasing of pieces of rasmalai, total utility also increase. Total utility increase and later decrease. Here, see. Consuming of units of goods increase. Total utility initially increase. Initially means starting, it increase, and further it decrease. And in case of marginal utility, 40, it so on decrease and attain negative. In case of marginal utility, satisfaction gained by consumer at 50 unit is 0, and later it became negative, when this is a figure, it is a diagram of marginal utility, graphical represent of marginal utility. See, it is a x-axis, this is a y-axis, and this is a x-axis. Marking 1 centimeter 1 is 1 centimeter 20 centimeter 20 1 centimeter 20 40 60 80 100, and here 1 2 3 4 5 6. Y-axis 1 centimeter 20 centimeter, and x-axis 1 centimeter 1 centimeter. So here quantity of goods, we have to write here quantity of goods, and here total utility and marginal utility, and here we have to write total utility and marginal utility. And what we have to write observation from the above table. From this figure, from this diagram, it is clear that TU curve is what happened to TU curve. TU curve will increase and later it decrease. Here 90. First you have increase from 40 to next 70, here somewhere 70, and next year 90, and next year 100, and 100 maximum A, and later it decreased to where 90, and later it decreased. And what happened similarly with MU curve? MU curve means marginal utility, TU curve means total utility. TU means total utility, MU means marginal utility. From the above figure, it is clear that the TU cover increase at diminishing rate till A, and then decrease. Similarly, with MU curve, it decrease and attain negative. MU curve decrease till Q. MU curve decrease till Q and turns negative. And TU curve increase till A and decrease, and later it decrease. And MU curve decrease till Q and later it be attain negative. And next we have to do observation. When total utility increase at diminishing rate, marginal utility falls. When total utility increase at diminishing rate, it increase and marginal utility falls. When total utility is increasing, marginal utility is decrease. When total utility is maximum, see here, when is the total utility maximum at 50 point and marginal utility attain negative 0. See here, same. When total utility is maximum, marginal utility became 0. When total utility is decrease, marginal utility attain negative. When total utility is decrease, marginal utility attain negative, became negative. This is a diminishing marginal utility. You understand? I hope you understand the video. Okay.